This daily market update has been brought to you by Daily Wealth Report. Trading involves risk of loss and may not be suitable for you. Past performance is no guarantee or reliable indication of future results. All advice and education content is of the nature of general information only and must not in any way be construed or relied upon as legal, financial, or personal advice. Good morning, traders and investors. Morning update for the 9th of May. We have seen some further sell-off in the markets overnight in Europe and in the US. We'll start off with the Dow Jones. It's down 76 points or 0.6%. We can see that there's a large shadow on overnight candle, which is showing that the selling pressure isn't as strong as what we perceive it to be at the moment. It's a support level at around 12,700. It has the Dow index trading in a sideways range. On the Nasdaq index, just get the most recent data up in front of us, we can see the Nasdaq was also down. It was down 11 points or 0.4%, so it wasn't as heavy a sell-off in technology stocks. And in the S&P 500 index, very similar to the Dow, it was down 5.8 points or 0.4% as well. Now, heading over into Europe, the FTSE had been closed for Monday, resumed trading on Tuesday, and we can see that it was playing a little bit of catch-up, a continuation of the short-term downwards movement. It was down 100 points or 1.8%. The German DAX was down as well, quite heavily. It was down 124 points or 1.9%. There had been a technical issue with the German stock exchange on open, and that had caused a delayed open. So there's a little bit of increased negative sentiment in the German markets. On the CAC 40, which is the French stock exchange, we saw 89 points down or 2.8%, so a very heavy sell-off there. But as you can see on the chart, it is still just holding its short-term low, although it's in a downwards trend. Greater expectation that it will continue to trend downwards. Just evaluating the VIX, the volatility index for the US markets, we can see that it popped up overnight. It was up 11 points or 0.6%, and it is starting to test its medium to long-term highs there. So as the markets fall, the VIX index rises. We would expect that if there's continued downwards activity in the markets, that this VIX will break above this 20-point range here and continue to rise. Now, closer to home, the ASX 200 popped up a little bit yesterday. It wasn't a very strong bullish reversal. We could see that there's a shadow on top of yesterday's candle, which denotes a sell-off through the afternoon. The ASX 200 was up 11 points, closing at 4312, but the SPI futures are down 19 points ahead of today's open. It was down further than this earlier on due to the US markets and what was happening there, but their rebound in the late afternoon has caused a little bit of recovery here too. The the SPI futures, trading below the 50-point moving average, so there is potential here that we could see some changing direction. We'll just see if that 19-point lower open is going to result in further selling later on through the session. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in, and I wish you all happy trading.